Yeah, straight lead. We're going to talk about the straight lead a bit today because what's the difference between a jab and the difference between the straight lead. This is not a tutorial how to do a straight lead or like training video. I want just to point out some differences because there are some JKD lines, some JKD people who never do the straight lead or never teach the straight lead, or they have never learned the straight lead. So, and why actually in JKD there's no regular jab like in boxing or other martial arts. So when you look at the boxing jab, okay, so come on, links hoch, Richtung Kamera. So when you look at the regular boxing jab, ein bisschen breiter, auseinander, okay. So, and boxing jab goes out like this, okay, and this hand is most of the times here. So, come on forward, okay. So then you can see, you know, the position of the legs, the position of the body. So this is not a straight line, and also the body, the rear leg doesn't support this punch. So when you punch, when you have equal force back into the hand, the body doesn't support this technique very much. Okay, so this is a typical technique you would see in most martial arts, and also left side forward, weak side forward. So the point is, because even in boxing, you see the boxers are training all day, evading punches and bobbing, weaving and everything, and still they get hit all the time with the jab. So the jab is hitting most of the times. And the reason why Bruce put his strong side forward is just because of that. Because if you see how much boxing jab or what jab is hitting, you would like to put more power in this punch and put it closer to the opponent. So not backside, away from the opponent, but close to the opponent. And when you see the straight lead, how it's built, it's much different from the boxing jab. So you're standing more in line with the technique, and the body is supporting the technique, also the back leg. Okay, so when you watch the legs, you see this leg is pushing toward the opponent. Okay, and also when you punch, you step in. Okay, you don't punch just like here, static here. Okay, you go here, you go and punch. So you want to put all the energy into the target. And you're pushing with your rear leg, and you're turning the hip, and so you're straightening your body up, and the body is supporting the punch in the moment of the impact. And you have also much greater reach compared to single jab, because you have the footwork and you have more body involved in this punch. And this is how Bruce was developing the straight lead and teaching the straight lead as a knockout punch, as a punch with power where it stops the opponent instead of setting up for actual knockout punch. That's actually the difference. And when you look at the straight lead, okay, so and everything is in line. In the moment of the impact, I have to say, so this is one line. This is very much stable, so the body is supporting. And when you open the stance, like in boxing jab, and here, you know, this is not much support because, you know, here the line breaks here and down, so the power line is not completely closed. So this is the problem. Okay. Also, most people jab with no footwork. They just go, step, land, and then use the hand actually without the step. And in the straight lead, you're hitting the target, and your front leg is actually still doing the step, so your whole body weight can go in the target. Okay, so this is the difference, and you can see most very many Jeet Kune Do lines or people are not teaching this punch. And also, when you do the straight lead, like here, you can just make it a finger jab. When you open the hand, you go to the eyes. Actually, when you, as Tommy Karutas pointed this out the other day, that Bruce actually had a lot of more notes about finger jabs and back fists compared to straight lead, because as street fighting you would go more to the eyes, and with the back fist you could. There are many variations to this punch. Straight lead is only one punch, okay, and back fist is actually also a kind of variation of the straight lead. And so when you compare like boxing jab or regular jab, this is more a technique when you set up for the next punch, next strike, and straight lead is not setting up the next punch. Straight lead is this punch that should stop the person immediately, and that's why you have a strong side forward and you have your hand closer to the opponent, and this is more likely that you, like boxing jab, you would score more often. But when you hit, why don't hit with most or with highest energy that you can possibly do that. That's why the mechanics of the straight lead are the way they are. So pushing with your rear leg, using the hip and using the footwork and using the correct mechanics so your body supports the technique, and it's much more powerful than compared to regular boxing jab. So that's actually it.